I'm like, okay, pick your foot up. And they're flopping around like a fish. I'm going, in one, you got to test it. Okay, so, all right. It is hard to disbelieve when you feel it. Okay, you learn by you hear, you feel, or you see. Right? When you see me do something, I've had people come out of the audience and go, "I don't believe that." As soon as they feel it, they go, "Okay, now I believe." Okay, because that's what it took. Most of the time, I see pressure points demonstrated. I couldn't make them work that way either, because they break so many rules on how to apply it. If I push the point the wrong direction, it doesn't work. Well, that's true. Okay, if I stand in the wrong direction, it doesn't work. Right? John just shared with me. I just did a little thing on. See this done on.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've done that.
Yeah. Okay. And they said, well, that doesn't work. I said, that's why it's your arm off. Okay. If you break the rules, it doesn't work. If you apply the rules properly, it works better than you can imagine. Okay? I can't make people drop to the floor with a touch and then jump up and say, I think my arm is broken. If it doesn't work. And I shared this story before when I was with the United Kingdom in Germany there. And he reached over and grabbed me, I touched the point, he splattered on the floor. And he got up and said, I do not believe that works. I said, we'll do it again. So we'll do it again. So doesn't that hurt? And he says, your pain is excruciating. What are you saying? He said, I just don't believe that's the answer. So it doesn't really matter. I mean, you're still splattered.
I have another question. In Torite, how many points will make a technique effective?
When it goes, it's not
This is like 1 or 2?
Now, you've heard the story. 1 hurts, 2 is more painful, 3's a guaranteed knockout, right? That's not true. None of that's a false statement. You can be knocked out at 1 point. Okay? Sure. Right here, in and down 45 degrees, 1 strike, you're out, you're unconscious. Gallbladder 20, strike it from behind, 45 degrees across the brain, 1 strike, you're out. Okay? 1 point knockouts exist. No problem. Okay? The players in the game make them hurt worse. You've all been through those classes. Turn your feet in the right direction, control your breath, control the vibration. Now, one point becomes more excruciatingly painful. Okay? Everybody agrees. Everybody's looking through that, right? I have never seen anyone stand after 8 players. I just never have seen them stand. Okay? Now, most people will fall at 3 to 5. Okay? But at 8, they're broken. They're just break. Take the angle, the direction, the mind, the breath, the body, core, energy, waveform. By the time that hits, they are done. Okay? They are done. Now, the problem becomes the more players you use, the less pressure you use, the less work you do, and the more advantage you get. And when you feel like you've done nothing at all is when it's going to hurt the most. That's when the pain's going to occur. Right? That's when it's really going to bite. And you will break things by mistake. Right? You will break things by mistake. And we just did a thing for a police officer today. Okay, just as a simple example. Okay. He stands here, and I put him in the standard come along. Okay, and he's tapping out, right? It's starting to bite, it's starting to hurt a little bit, right? I'm putting pressure on this. He's feeling pain, right? Now I'm going to engage my little finger here. Now tell me what you feel.
More?
Now, all I did was choose a point instead of the ones on the back of the hand. I chose large intestine 3, and when I do that now, with 1 finger, I can have him tap out. Now, that is a simple, you're coming with me, let's go. I'm going to walk him out of here. He is now paralyzed, he's hurt, okay? But he's not broken. But the work looks the same, right? Now, I'm going to change something. That's a bad thing to hear. Yeah, right here's all I got to do is touch this. And I'm going to let you guys do this, because once I touch this, he's done. If I don't like him, and he's being a real butt, I said, you're going to go with me. And I'm like, well, I'm just going to turn it. Because now he's got real pain. Okay, now I haven't started to mess with him yet. I'm talking to you. My tongue goes to the roof of my mouth. Now how you feel it?
Good.
Vibration start body. Okay? Now, I control his whole body with one finger. And he's a tough old dude. This was the International Dragon Society International Fighting Champion. Just got wiped out by 1 point on his finger. Okay? Now, I want you guys to get into that simple lock. Okay, that simple come off. Now, this is something I want you to do. Somebody puts you in it.
Okay, I seen it.
Okay? He's locked me up. He's got me. I'm out. So when a police officer puts you in a come along, you decide you don't want to do it, smack your own palm and immediately goes out and you smack him in the door and anything you can do about it. The reaction time's 1/10. He can't get near the speed to stop the block in. Okay? Now, all you need to know is this is the point. You put them in a come along. Once you touch this, they have extreme pain. You rotate it, you got extreme pain times 2. You vibrate it, you got extreme pain times 4. Okay? Play with each other a little bit. Lock them up. Just spread out and share the love. I'll get your hand.
What's up, my man? Good to see you. Just now? Oh, okay. Yeah, just checked in.
Let's change something.
You were there. I was backing up to get out of my
That little simple one is one that's taught all through all the police academies and everything else. But you just found a way to make yours hurt 10 times worse than theirs did. Okay? Well, that's always good knowledge to have. But we have one that's 10 times worse than that. Okay? And we just take them like this. I just come walking up and say, got you. Come here. Okay, now lock. Okay, now that looks like it's painful. If I make the small circle, it's extremely painful. I make the small circle and cut it inward, it's really off the chart painful. But if I touch this, he'll mess his own pants. You think I'm kidding, but you're going to get to do this to yourself.
Kmart's going to have to ship you pants.
I'm backing the other way.
That's why we do this at the beach, and nobody knows. One little circle, angle little circle, touch circle, paint out the roof. Okay? Players to the game.
And you're pulling the middle finger up slightly?
All you gotta do is touch it. Yeah, if you cut, the more you touch it, the more the pain's gonna scoot. Now, this is just a light pain. With a light touch, the pain is hard to handle. Little teeny tiny, okay? You rub that fire meridian a little bit more, baby, that sucker's gonna go up. Okay? You won't even practice it vibrating it. You won't practice it with breath control. You won't do that because you just won't. Okay, you just sit there, you're going to touch it and go, screw it, I'm out of here. Okay, you just won't do it. It hurts that bad. Okay, simple lock. All you do is come up to the back of the hand, grab these 2 fingers, you got him. You can stand him up if you choose to, but I like to slide it here where I can control him. As soon as this engages, he's done. If it gives me any grief, I'll just crank him double. Now, I get in this position, your life is going to end.
Oh, make a wish.
It's like, you will pay me. Or I will make a wishbone. Lock that one up and try it. Just see the pain level. Okay, I'm just showing you how. Where did Doug go with the one that said the pressure was
You said you couldn't dance.
All right, come here.
I was just 2 stepping.
Actually, they said empty your cup, which was a Taoist philosophy. I emptied my cup so often the cup disappeared. So I thought I'd make a whole new one. So that's really what I'm going to talk about today. 2001, I had an experience on the street with cross between Mike Tyson and some of the ugliest UFC fighters you've ever seen. He had bleeding eyes, and I actually freaked out and went into a bit of a panic state. At the time, I had 7 different black belts and 7 systems, and I had 300 students. And I could have embellished the story because nothing happened. The whole situation, the guy flicked and defused. It was like on drugs or whatever. But it actually scared me to the core. So I spent the next few years developing something to stop or to shut down the close range system. Now, all of you guys have got different techniques in your system, and the same as me.
Which is simply to move in real fast and then move back out and be done within 2 seconds. So last time when I was doing this, I was mostly talking about just the knockout. Grandmaster Moneymaker asked me today to ramp it up and talking together 5 techniques that can be ramped up to be lethal. If you'll notice on all 5 techniques, the first movement is the knockout. And then we couple 3 more things, and then it's real serious. It's either been mockish, or they're going to the hospital, or they're immediately dead. Okay. So basically the way the body has an autonomic nervous system, and all the organs are tied into it. You've got sympathetic nerves and parasympathetic autonomic nerves, and these are reflex actions over which you don't have control. And there's those. Just do your little shoot like this, and you let that foot follow. If it follows, I can chase it. Okay? The big step like this, it's the yin-yang theory. Really, you don't want to put your bad side forwards, but sometimes you want to get the inside of his leg, or the outside of his leg. Okay? Now, to enter, let's say this. His hands are up. Okay? Now, if you're dealing with a confrontation where his hands are up, you have to start using yin-yang to get him to move. Okay? He's not going to be set still like this. He's going to be moving. I got this perfect technique where I come in, I go, pow, and I smash him right in the head. And he takes a little step back. I got to do that. Okay? So just for a basic practice, all I want you to do, I did what's I call an opposite hand grab back fist. I slightly moved this hand to the side. This hand did not move at all. It stayed right there. I did not do this. It stays right here so his eyes see it. And what I did is I went like this to mess up his vision. His eyes see my knuckle. Right? I go like this, his eyes saw that. I go like this, his eyes didn't see anything change.
Okay, are you guys getting this?
No.
Who's having difficulty?
Brian.
Okay, let me show you with him, so you can do it real slow. All right, so he's gonna strike. 1. If I do this, do not leave your stick there. Because if I leave my stick there, just reach over and grab it. Now, pull it open. Now hit me with again. That's what you're going to do. So what I don't want to do is to tie up my stick. So I'm either going to put my hand on top of my stick or under my stick, depending on where I want to hit him. So strike slow. If I do this, I want to go off, grab. See, under. First the stick. Stick, grab. It's like, you want to go, grab. Now I can hit him in the head. If this is a not bladed,
Let's just stop that. Get off of me, right? Well, how do I use that? Well, if he throws the punch and I step here, I'm not just rubbing his face. Everything I'm touching, I'm creating pain. So even my little finger, I'm digging in. This finger I'm digging in, creating pain. This one I'm digging in. My thumb is digging in. This is sticking into the bladder. Then when I go to sweep him down and take him down, I'm overloading his senses by getting all of...
Here's what we want to do. That's the key grip, key clearance. We're going to come up. Now whichever eye I have dominance, the hand's going to come up. I'm right-handed, right eye dominant. So this gun is going to come up underneath my right eye. If I was cross-dominant, right-handed, left eye dominant, then I have to push the gun over underneath my left eye. Does that make sense to everybody? As this hand comes up, now I start my key support. My support hand is going to meet the bottom of the trigger guard. This is the trigger guard right here. It keeps you from accidentally discharging the weapon. My hand is going to meet that. As soon as it meets that, fingers wrap. This is a kind of a push, and I present the gun out in this fashion. Now this is again is a thumbs forward grip. I'm going to show you a different grip here in a few minutes. This is a thumbs forward grip. At this point, I have already had a sight picture all the way to there. And has more insight on what it's really like in combat than anybody I know I've ever heard of. So I want you guys to give your attention to Gary.
Oh, my thumb drive.
That's got all my girlfriend's phone number. I can't use it all my future exes, I should say. Basically,
Yeah, my dad was Irish, my mom was Oglala Sioux. You know, so Happy likes to drink, and Half goes on a warpath, and I'm a bartender. So I fit right in with in the warrior class. You know, what you're learning here now is called tradecraft. Okay? There's three things. To walk the path of a warrior, there's three things that you have to do. One, it's a lifelong commitment to self-discipline, cultivation of the will to outstay the enemy in his own environment. Okay? Learning hand-to-hand and martial, learning pistols, learning how to drive, learning how to fly in the air, you know. Everything that you learn from there is nothing more than tradecraft that supports the self-discipline, cultivation of the will to outstay the enemy in his own environment. Okay? Self-discipline. The more you get into the martials and the more you get into the combat or the life or death situation, okay, it's easy to die. I mean, you can will yourself to die. You know, but you got to work your fanny off. Oh, you record? Okay, I'll be nice. You got to work your butt off to survive, to live. Okay, and every time you start, let's say, line of embarkation. Okay, that's what we call it in military terms. When you cross from safe center, and then you cross over into enemy territory, you are dead. The minute you step over that, you are dead. And the only way to come back alive, to get past over here, is controlling the self-discipline to control your will, the will to survive, and the will to control your emotions. That is the hardest job there is to do as a human being, is control your emotions. Love, hate, jealousy, ego, fear, frustration, anxiety. How to control them.
It's not getting worse.
Back to wood chip. Next element is constructed cycle. Anybody know what it is? Wood, yeah. And some Marines out. Gallbladder and the liver. After last night, I'm sure the kidney and both the gallbladder and liver need a little energy. All right? That's what we're going to do with it. All right, you got liver 14 and gallbladder 24. Those are the alarm points for those meridians respectively. You're going to rub that with the back of your hand. This hand's going to circle, come up, do this, up. Motion. Now you're going to be putting the legs in. Now we're going to speed up the touch. They're rubbing